Hello everybody, Godzilla Nerd here, and in this video I will be ranking about every Monsterverse Kaiju in a tier list. Um, so I say about every because I'm not going to go through the entire list of Kaiju in Skull Island. That take all day, and there's some in comics. Um, I think one's like Camerots or something like that. Um, and another one. Really weird names. Um, I only added a few major one from the comics, though. I think I actually only added one from the comics. Um, and obviously that one is Muto Prime. So, yeah, only got that one there. But it's basically all the major Titans and all the Titans that appear in live action on TV. All that. So yeah, let's get right into it. First up, we got Scar King. So S at the top would be like super strong, like very very strong. D is like you're weak, you're pathetic, you should go home. It really trash. But yeah, so Scar King. Scar King is whew, man. I feel like Scar King's strength and durability actually sucks. Um People say he did tank Godzilla's breath. Well, it was only for like a split second. I feel like any kaiju in the entire MonsterVerse could tank the atomic breath if it's like for a split second. But otherwise, his durability, he easily gets knocked down by Kong multiple times. He always has to have help from Shimo, which that's strength. But his IQ and his weapons and his speed and agility makes up for it, which is why he gets an A. He only gets an A because of his speed, agility, IQ, etc. All the things that he's actually good at. So next up, Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla is S, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Mechagodzilla is able to throw around Godzilla. Yes, Godzilla was tired, but this isn't about Godzilla. This is about Mechagodzilla. Godzilla in that movie, I'm pretty sure, weighed somewhere around, let's see, 99,000 tons, something like that, 100,000, somewhere around there. He weighed that much, and Mechagodzilla was like ragdolling Godzilla. So yeah, Mechagodzilla gets S. Strength proves it. Durability sort of proves it. He didn't get that banged up by Kong's axe when it wasn't charged, which when it's not charged, it actually may have pierced Godzilla's side. I think it was charged when it did that though. I mean it had to be charged because Godzilla's more durable than Mecha, so it had to be charged. But so yeah, when it's not charged, he survived attacks from those. But when it was charged, he got ripped apart. Not the best durability, but it's far better than Scar King's, and so is the strength. Yeah, easily yes. So Kong. Kong is not stronger and not better than Mechagodzilla. Okay. Not even with the gauntlet, not even with the gauntlet and the axe combined. He was only able to do that with Godzilla, and Godzilla doesn't give much of a crap about him unless he's about to die. So, yeah, when Godzilla's not there, Kong loses even with everything. And the atomic breath to Kong would toast him, completely toast him, but he still gets S. Um, he was I'm not adding the feat that he knocked over Godzilla because that's what the gauntlet charged up. But technically, we are adding the gauntlet and axe, so I will add that. So yeah, Kong was able to knock over Godzilla with the charged up gauntlet. Just to clarify something, he could have not done that without the gauntlet. So you Kong Glazers, please stop talking about how he like knocked over Godzilla and Godzilla's weak, Kong's stronger, blah blah blah, because he's not. He really isn't. It's the humans that give him weapons that helps everything. But yeah, so he gets S tier because he is really strong. In his own league, he is really strong. He's much stronger than Scar King. He's much more durable than Scar King and bigger. Scar King's just faster and has better IQ. Kong would still decimate Scar King in a fight. Because as you could tell in the movie, Scar King kept needing help from Shimo for Kong, because Scar King could just not take the hits Kong was giving him. So yeah, S tier. Suko. Man. Suko's C. I'm not going by memes like Suko and Doug solo the universe. I'm not going by those memes because those memes are funny but also stupid at the same time when you're trying to rank these kaiju. Because it's like you got to be careful. You're gonna make people mad if you put it in D tier or C tier, and it's like I really don't care. Everybody knows that they're not the strongest. It's just a meme. But yeah, C tier because it's a baby Kong. There's not much to say about it. He's just not as strong, not as fast, not as smart, not as durable. Just C tier is perfect for Suko, and that's that. King Ghidorah, very, very, very self-explanatory for S tier. Like I said, this is self-explanatory. He was able to go toe-to-toe with Godzilla, 2019 base. Would have lost to 2019 base in Antarctica. And people say he was dominating that fight. He was not dominating that fight. Godzilla was the only one to inflict physical damage to him. He only relies on his atomic breath because he has 3 heads, which equals 3 atomic breaths, which is kind of sad. But yeah, so overall, his strength is really, really, really good. He did lift Godzilla. That was amped. But in this tier list, I'm doing the most powerful versions of this kaiju. So, yes, Ghidorah will be amped. And he was only able to lift Godzilla because he was amped. And he also healed himself, too. People don't understand that, or maybe some people don't want to understand that. When he shot lightning out of his wings everywhere, he amped himself. Well, not only amped himself, he healed himself. He healed himself and basically flashbang Godzilla. So people say base Ghidorah is better than amped Godzilla, but he's really not because he was getting dog walked by Godzilla before he healed himself and amped himself. Confirmed in novelization, which is what I tell everybody, and I look at it every single day. They're like, no, it's not confirmed, and I go and I look, and I'm like, buddy, it's right there. I can't explain it to you any better. It's right there. So yeah, S tier because of strength, very fast, obviously, can fly. Durability is really good. The abilities like regeneration help that durability, and has 3 heads, which, like I said, equals 3 atomic breaths. Overall, S tier, no question about it. Godzilla, this is also self-explanatory. S tier. Godzilla has been able to tackle 200,000 ton Shimo. No effort included. Really, no effort included. He is now fast. Like I said, using the most powerful versions of these kaiju. And yes, evolved supercharged Godzilla is more powerful than Thermo Godzilla. No matter how many times you try to debate it with me, he just is. So yeah, that's like I said, self-explanatory. Strength. Like I said, pushing over 200,000 ton. Shimo, speed, really fast, may even be faster than Kong. I don't know. They were running at the same pace, and then Kong hopped on his back. Durability, survived an extinction level event, survived the Oxygen Destroyer, and survived multiple nukes to the face. Like I said multiple times, all of this stuff is self-explanatory, and he easily gets S tier. Shimo. How many times am I going to say self-explanatory? So, yeah, she easily gets S. And she was able to go toe-to-toe and even overpower evolved Godzilla at some points in the fight. And she's a big overall. She's the biggest kaiju in the Monsterverse. Bigger than Ghidorah by 3 meters. So, yeah, self-explanatory. She's, like I said, very strong when toe-to-toe with evolved Godzilla. Speed, she was matching even Godzilla's speed when they were both running and they jumped. That epic scene, she was matching the same speed. If she was slower, that wouldn't have been, that scene would have been super horrible. And they had to make it like that. So yeah, speed is really good. Durability is even better. Did not tank Godzilla's atomic breath, but for a while, Godzilla used his breath on her, and she did kind of tank it a bit. It burned her and shoved her into a building, but it was not major burns, and it was barely into a building. So yeah, she did take really good durability, easily S tier. Um, Male Muto, no, female Muto. Sorry, female Muto. Female Muto is a. Female Muto's big. Female Muto for strength knocked over 2014 Godzilla, which weighed 90,000 tons. She's also pretty fast, not really fast, so speed is kind of trash for her. But yeah, so durability is really good too. She kind of got beat up by the atomic breath, and she actually died by the atomic breath. But like the atomic breath to like the outside of her body, she didn't really tank it because she kind of got burned, but she still survived from it. So I guess that's a durability feat. But yeah, she's probably on par with Skarking. Skarking without any weapons would probably get decimated by female Muto because of just her sheer strength and her claws. I guess you call them claws. Really, really sharp and could shred him. With a weapon, Skarking probably has a lot better chance against her. So yeah, A tier. Scylla. Scylla is Scylla's B. Okay, not very much, not very well durability. Pretty good speed. Strength is actually a lot better than you think. She she kind of stopped Godzilla straight in his tracks. She kind of did because I think Godzilla may have stopped too. But she kind of did. She was able to push Godzilla for a bit, and then Godzilla just swung her around. And yeah, she didn't tank the atomic breath for long. It imploded her. So yeah, B tier. But she would definitely be better than Suko. Um, Behemoth. Behemoth is also B tier. I don't see Behemoth getting above either Scar King or Female Muto, and I actually see Behemoth on par with Scylla. Not many feats for that, so I'm just gonna leave it at B tier. Tiamat. Tiamat. I feel like the best version of Tiamat would be comics. I think you can agree with me too. Best version is comics, and comics was deadly and definitely A tier. Oh my gosh, my cat is on top of my dresser. Can you get off? My gosh, bro. Okay, anywho. So yeah, Tiamat. Tiamat's A tier because the comics Tiamat went toe to toe with Godzilla. Overpowered Godzilla at some points. Yes, Tiamat is a lot better in water than Godzilla because you can wrap around him like she did in Godzilla X Kong. So she could do that in comics, and she did it. She was probably more powerful in comics. Godzilla was subatomic when attacking her in GXK, so that explains a lot. But yeah, so comics version is definitely A tier on par with Female Muto and Scar King. Doug, okay? This again, not going by the memes, okay? I am not going by the memes. C tier, okay? I could care less about the memes. They're funny, but they're not that funny to where it's like, oh my gosh, he's S tier. It's honestly not that funny. But yeah, so C tier on par with Suko has like no feats, kind of like Behemoth. So it's really hard to say anything about this. He's just small. He's not the strongest or most durable. So C tier, yeah. Mil Muto. Mil Muto actually was able to pull 90,000 tons, which was Godzilla 2014. He was able to pull him. Yes, the EMP did wear Godzilla out, so Godzilla was tired and couldn't really fight back, go back. But that's not the point. The point is he still dragged 90,000 tons. So he's really, really strong. In fact, it's just the size though. It's just the size. The size is similar to Scylla. I don't know about Behemoth. Behemoth is pretty big. It's just the size doesn't bring it up to A. But I could definitely, I could definitely see it stronger than both Scylla or Behemoth. So yeah, B tier. Muto Prime. Muto Prime is a very, very, very strong kaiju. You're probably like, why in the world are you putting him in S tier? And it's pretty obvious. His sonic scream shattered Godzilla's dorsal fins. That's the first part. The second part is that it's a her, right? Yeah, it's a her. Her paws, or not paws, her claws and her arm, really big, really strong, clawed up Godzilla, made him bleed, in fact, and nearly killed Godzilla. Godzilla could have done the pulse either way, even if Dr. Emma Russell didn't step in. He could have done that pulse to knock him over and then step on him. But either way, super strong, killed Dagon, which was kind of similar size to Godzilla. Godzilla was still bigger, but killed Dagon, and laid the eggs inside of Dagon, which you can see that in comics, Aftershock. And so yeah, overall able to knock over both Dagon and Godzilla. And Godzilla's 2014, so also 90,000 tons. She's just a powerhouse overall with arsenal of weapons, so that's why she's S. Whew, Rodan. Let's see. I think I'm putting Rodan in A, just because of the lava. It basically is. He did throw Mothra into the building, but I think Mothra's like 26,000 or 25,000 tons, so not really that much. But Rodan did clash with Ghidorah and got completely decimated, so I will not talk about that fight. But he's A tier because of the lava, because of the heat that Rodan has. That's why he's A tier. Mothra is also A tier. Mothra has a stinger. Oh, hang on. I'm putting it B. Because Mothra may actually lose to Muto, male Muto, because of the sharp claws, you call it. She can shoot webs, but she's not very strong. She's not very durable. She does have a stinger, but that's going to be hard to get through male Muto's scales. So yeah, she's just B. That's basically it. She's just B. Warbat's also B. Warbat is probably near on par with Mothra. Mothra has more arsenal weapons and would probably be a Warbat, but Warbat is also very big too. And nearly killed Kong if it wasn't really for humans, actually. So yeah, would have nearly killed Kong. And so yeah, I feel like they're similar size, Mothra and Warbat. So I just think I don't think Warbat could beat any of the kaiju in A tier at all. Skullcrawler also B. Skullcrawler nearly killed Kong if it wasn't for the humans intervening. And number 10, which was the biggest one, which got killed by Mechagodzilla, which is the most stupidest scene in the entire movie, because it's like, it's the biggest Skullcrawler, and you have to put it out that way. But yeah, it almost killed Skull Island Kong, which was not very big or strong, compared to other kaiju. But still, a lot stronger than both Suko and Doug, so it's B. Ion Dragon. Ion Dragon is also B. I don't see Ion Dragon really doing much of anything to any of the 4 kaiju in A tier. The strength, everything about it. Speed's really good, strength and durability, it's just not up there. It's not up for A and S tier, it's just not up there. Warthog is C. Warthog is both smaller than Doug and Suko. You can also see Doug eating a Warthog. Or not eating it, kind of stole it from Kong. That was kind of evil, but yeah. So, Warthog isn't really that good. Queen Muto, we have nothing from Queen Muto. We have legit nothing. We only have one scene. But from what she looks like, I can put her in B tier. Okay? She's big, so she's obviously going to be somewhat strong, somewhat durable, kind of fast. Since she has no feats, I can't put her in A or S. Obviously not S, but I can't put her in A. So, but she's got to be better than all these 3, because she's a lot bigger than those 3. And finally, Mother Longlegs. Like I said, there's a bunch in Skull Island, a bunch in comics. I didn't go through all of them, only the big main ones. I added Mother Longlegs because I actually really like her. She's a really interesting kaiju. But yeah, Mother Longlegs. Mother Longlegs is probably... Ooh, see, this is hard. This is hard. Oh, man. This is hard. I'm gonna do C, because it's like, well, you all think she's big. She's actually not that big. She's, I think, smaller than even Suko. So I really don't see her going on par with any of the B tier. At all. Any of them. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like and let me know what you think about my tier list in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.